He knows you very well. He said, Dad, he's big.
Wow.
Yeah, big one.
That's cool.
So that's good. Well, that's where it is nowadays, right?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I can't believe that we're able to get platforms. And I started in my kitchen, and then just evolved out of there.
That's fantastic.
I mean, it's pretty unbelievable. What does Barron play?
Do you want to start? You go ahead.
Yeah, we're good. Are we rolling?
Yeah, sure.
We're good. Yeah, that's does Barron play sports or anything?
He does. He plays golf and different sports, soccer. Loves soccer. Very good at soccer. He's a good athlete, Barron.
Yeah. Is he going to go? Has he already picked a college or no?
He has, and he's getting set to go in the fall. Good college, a very good one. And he was always a very good student. He's smart guy.
Which one of your kids, what's something you admire about each one of your sons?
Well, Don is a hunter. He's a great, great hunter, and knows everything about that world and guns and all. He was the first one that said, Dad, boy, you got lucky, because I didn't realize that 130 yards is actually very close in that parlance. And he said, you got lucky. He knew immediately when he saw that. He said, it's incredible, because that's considered a pretty close distance.
From how far the shooter was?
Yeah.
Oh,
and the guy wasn't a bad shooter, supposedly. He was a very disturbed guy, but he wasn't a bad shooter. And Eric, likewise, he loves the business. He loves real estate. Also very much of a hunter and understands a lot of things about that. They were sort of, as young guys, they were with their grandfather, and he would take them hunting in Czechoslovakia. And somehow they developed very well. And
Czechoslovakia,
yeah,
damn.
Can you imagine?
It's a lot of letters even.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's the name you don't hear too much anymore, but it was...
I'd need a scope just to get through the spelling of that word.
That's right. I think, a lot of people.
Yeah.
But so he'd go, they'd spend time in Europe, and they'd do that. That's where he learned a lot about both of them, really good.
With your dad, they would go?
No, grandfather, actually. They had a grandfather who was a wonderful outdoorsman and athlete. And during the summer, he'd take them out into the woods, and they'd go hunting and lots of things, and they loved it. They got to love it. And that's Don, and that's Eric.
Yeah, they're funny.
Oh, yeah.
They have a good sense of humor, too. Like, whenever I see them at UFC, it's like...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just, the first time I was nervous, I think, and then after that, when I've seen them, it's fun to kind of cut up with them a little bit.
Yeah, well, they're good.